Okay, Coach, it is most likely the final go-around here in this building, but the NFL playoffs have come to sold-out Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and our home team. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Let's go.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll run here with Ballage, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, Stu.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Blue draw Porter. Hey, Delta. Yep.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Ready.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
7 yards there and a 1st down. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It was Mitch Unrein that made the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Oh, you got deep?
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Mike. Round 80. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Grant. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Execute.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Switch it, switch it, switch it, me. Go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And the catch made by Hilton. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got his man, Hilton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Score. Check safety. Check. Lucky. Hey, Haywood. Hey. Motion. Deep grip.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run with Balage. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Now Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Rivers now sets up the screen to Gordon. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. It's a sack for Mitch Unrein.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the run, watch the run. Joker. You're out. Hey, check 24, check 24. Ready?
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now Minshew. He completes it to Wilson. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Here we go. Come on.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll run with Drake, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From the 27, Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw, Rivers. Flush to his right. He's airing it out for Williams, and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Forced, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. This is Gordon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry. In the final seconds of the first half, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about, and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive, and something really to take into the lockers here. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, stand off.
They'll throw now on the final play. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, 1st down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gordon. And an alley to run. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers. Got his man. It's Williams.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Eluding the pressure right. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start the drive with Drake. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Hey, wahoo! Let's get it.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Benjamin's got it. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Jamal Sheard on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, echo.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check. 1st and goal. Check out. Hey, Delta. Wait, 89.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Punching it in from a yard away. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. They run it with Balaj. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Alert 3. Alert 3. 5. 52. All day. Switch. Hard. Ready.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, 47 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Minshew sets to throw, and this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, 74 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Ty Long now. He's been terrific so far. Returnable for Grant. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
80 weapons.
Check, check. Flash down, flash down, flash down.
Go.
52, Mike, 52. Ready? 52's the mic, boys. 52.
6-6. Go get it.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Balaj. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. So the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Go. Hey, team 6.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Get him.
And they, in fact, will throw it. He's got it to Hilton. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Rivers to throw. He completes it to Henry. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive to the ground. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now Balaj. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Ready, break. Quickstone, travel.
Tight down. There you go. Go! Safety's creeping.
Snap.
On third down, Drake. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 99. Shift. Watch the shift.
Get out.
Check 3.
Hey.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. SOS. Check, let's go.
They'll run here with Balaj. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.